The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall to the 27-yard line. Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
On play action, Prescott. Got a man, and Schwartz complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Hall ought to give up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Prescott. Buying time to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. Touchdown, Jets! A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Deep ball for Goodwin. It got his man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away?
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 15.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Straight ahead is Hall. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice game. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Jets are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the... Just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Jets have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They go play action with Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now back to throw. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Prescott looks to throw on 1st.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action now, Prescott.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
And this is taken in at the 5. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 61 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Jets continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
40 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Jackson.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman
from 13 yards out.
And the Ravens get a bit closer.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Ashton Davis.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore. And now the Ravens calling the offense onto the field here as they're going to go for 2.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Prescott off play action. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Prescott now. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third. Now Prescott. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need it. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson, and the Jets are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
A second down throw for Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Prescott.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. final play of the half. Prescott. He's got it.
And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Running the Jets sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Here's the Jets punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22.
All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return.
And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. 4th down. Here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They run it with Hall off the option.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Here's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been.
And this is caught. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 57 yards.
Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And that's a rare bright spot in what's overall been a pretty poor showing so far. But you've got to figure when you're down a bunch, why not take some big shots? And they connect on that one.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Jackson's going to keep it.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Give to Hall running right.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. To throw is Prescott. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott.
He finds Wilson.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
They'll give to Hall.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
It was Tyus Bowser that time who made the play on the defensive side.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Prescott to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
Taken in at the 11. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever.
Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson, and the pressure gets to him again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Jackson now.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
And he is going to have a Ravens 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Here's Jackson to throw. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott. Out to the right here to Wilson.
And the Jets are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Jets add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that will bump the lead up to 26.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On the move past the 40.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets 17-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete.
And the Ravens are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not,
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's a...
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit.
They'll look to throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
A handoff for Hall.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Well, Prescott here to throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces.